Hi everyone. So happy to have you back. I hope you don't mind the noise outside. I have construction work nearby, and yeah, it's crazy loud. But I hope it doesn't disturb our sacred space, this channeling space today. I'm really looking forward for today because I invited the guides and hope we can have a very interesting channeling for today. It will be just the basic channeling. Let's see what's coming through, who wants to have their say, and what is important for everybody of us today to know. Okay, let's to get started. Just take a moment to get into the zone. I invite everybody to just come along with me today. Very grateful for you all who decides to go within every day. Very grateful for everybody and anybody who decides to stop their daily hustle and bustle and starts to listen, even if it's just for a very short moment of your day's time. Because it doesn't really matter how long your time is that you can spare. All that matters is the intention that you go within, you take a moment, an hour, or however long out of your day and devote this to listen and stop thinking about daily matters. What worries you? Bills that need to be paid, things that needs to be done. And just come to the present moment, be with you, witness yourself in this incarnation, and then go within and find the essence of what is really you. Find the light that is shining brightly, no matter how you feel. If you have aches and pains or anything that's on your mind, really, if you're down because of something, it doesn't matter. The light that shines within you shines brightly. And when you can find it, try and be present with this light for a short time. Try to find it. Where does it sit for you? Is it in your stomach pit? In your heart? Does it hover above you? Is it something you can hold in your hands? Where can you find the light that is you? And how can you bring this light to others? How can you bring your light to others? How can you make others see and find their own light if they have troubles doing that? And we all have troubles doing that sometimes, right? Sometimes we need to connect to another human being to find the other light. And by finding the other light, we are reminded about our own light. By distancing yourself from the story that is you, the role that you play, the surroundings that you find yourself in, being a worker, being a mother, being a father, being in this or that country, doing this or that job, being poor or rich, healthy or not. By distancing yourself from this story and by going into the higher perspective, you can be the higher perspective. You can look upon this, that is your love, your light, and your life, and really take a look at it. Where are the areas that you would like to improve? Either yourself, how you act, or circumstances that you are not content with yet. Can you identify it? Or are you happy overall? Take a look at yourself and the life that you are having. Where is your current learning field? And where can you be a teacher for others, maybe? Finding this perfect spot from where you can sit and perceive yourself as another being, getting a distance between your incarnation and your consciousness is a wonderful experience for you all to have. Sometimes even children want to do this. Help your little ones try, find out how it's done. Can you teach them? Can you support them? Can you be the higher perspective if they cannot yet? Can you show them this coping mechanism? How relieving it can be that when you find yourself in a difficult situation, it sometimes seems unbearable or so dark that you don't find a solution for what is current trouble. How wonderful it can be to take a step back, to be the bird that watches from above, not troubled by anything. By showing others how it's done, you're learning yourself. So always be reminded that you are never only a teacher, never only a scholar or a pupil. We are always both, sometimes even in the same instance, most of the time, even in the same instance. This is also true for spirit guides and helpers on the other side. We also learn from guiding you, from watching over you, from living this incarnation with you alongside. Even if you don't share your exact experience, we learn what we can learn through our perspective, trying to be most helpful and of service to you. So every interaction that you seek with us is most welcome. This exchange of energies, perspectives, minds, consciousness is enriching for both you and us. So find yourself these moments in life where you can be perceived as a teacher and a student at the same time. Try to discern how you want to be teaching and how you want to be learning, how you want to give knowledge and take knowledge. How delightful it is to experience both. What is your preferred method to give knowledge? Most common is living by example. In simply being, simply existing, you are a teacher every day. You show to the world what you believe is best to be shown. Even if you don't feel like meditating today, going into introspective today, channeling today, this channel found herself very tired today and did not think she would have it in herself to get up and connect with us today, and yet she did. She tried. So even if you feel like today is not a good day, really, to check in with you guys by showing up, by doing it, by trying to live by example, you do the work. And also, you show us you're willing to listen, you're willing to take another advice. And a willing ear is the ear that is most fruitful to soak up the knowledge, to give it to the heart. Please remember always that knowledge is going to the heart and not to the brain. Only what reaches your heart is really understood. And you can only teach with the heart. Everything else is just demonstration, but empty. It is not truthful. Only what you believe to be true can be given to another one. We still have an open mind. And even if you believe this is the truth, I want to give it to my student. I want to live this by example to others. Even if this is your truth, please be open and aware that not everybody might perceive this as their truth. They have a different perspective and perception. And sometimes they decide, no, this is not my truth. This is not for me. I see something different. Most importantly, check in with yourself reflect, talk to each other, exchange. And it is not important to find common ground always. Most important is to reach a level of understanding. I see your side, you see my side. You're content with your truth, I'm content with my truth. Great. Let's move on. There is no rejection from the other person if they don't take your opinion. It is not a fundamental truth most often. It is just an opinion, a perspective. Please be aware of this. Sometimes you have universal truth, but in an ongoing incarnation, you have and mostly live on opinions. And this is perfectly fine, but please be aware of this. You are influenced by the brain and your experiences, perfectly fine. But all the other beings around you also have brain and experiences of their own, discernment of their own. So it is always needed a loving eye to watch upon another human being or animal, plant, any living thing really. Always with a loving eye and a loving heart and a loving voice. A soft teacher will never do harm. They stick to this. If they listen daily, go inside, be open to the truth that comes from the universe, not from the teachers and guides, because we only have a perspective of our own. So it's always good to have diversity, listen to other beings. The universe in itself lets you know this does not feel right. This does not feel good. Maybe I need to go back tomorrow and have another talk to this being and let them know why I decided to do this or that. So I know you're always openly aware of your own thoughts and your own experiences. And how can you possibly know something when you don't know it does exist? So for this alone, it's always worth to connect, to listen within your highest self. Talk to us or just be with yourself, witness yourself. And have a good time with yourself, right? Be content within yourself. Sit with yourself. Share a perfect moment in the present time. Breathing deeply, releasing deeply. Finding gratitude. Finding happiness to be alive, to have the gift of life. And with this, we're very grateful that you've lended us your ear today. And look forward to another day. And we greet you all with love. Come back to the light anytime. Sorry, it was me being a bit woozy. Oh, that was a very, very interesting channeling. Let me just get my glasses. Yeah, very truthful. I remember they outed me and told you about my day off. Oh, I'm tired. I'm not sure I can connect. Yeah, that was perfectly true. Um, but really, I don't mind because I know we all have these days when we feel we have a spiritual obligation, maybe, or just our own principles set, or we want to have our daily meditative time, or just checking in with ourselves and or grateful diaries or whatever. Yeah, I'm sure you all know that sometimes you feel like, really today, I don't know, I can make it. So that was a great reminder how to be spiritual and how to be present and how necessary it is to just lead a good life or well, maybe not lead a good life but doing the best you can really to be of service to yourself and also to people around you who I don't know if you have family and smaller children in the house. I mean you are 24/7 all year round really a teacher in a way. You're the role model. Mm. This can be sometimes very demanding. So if you're living in alignment, if you're taking this 5 minutes maybe per day to just be present in yourself and check in me, how do you feel? What do you need really? Mm, that can be very rewarding. And also teaching children that I think this is a big, big step into better future. If you can do that to our children, teach them that it's totally okay to meditate. You're not cuckoo if you talk to a spirit guide. If you see something during meditation, it's valid and it's okay to take something from this into your day or into your life even. And sometimes the greatest advice comes from your higher self. I mean, your very own mind. If you can just switch up the ego mind and just be present in yourself. Yeah. Overall, I personally take a lot from this channeling, maybe to have a fixed time for my own daily routines. I'm a messy person, I tell you that. Even as a channel, I'm a messy channel sometimes. And, just dive right into it and think, yeah, I'm feeling very much aligned. I can do this today. And yeah, it's a very good reminder that you sometimes need to be disciplined as well as a spiritual person. What did you take from this? What was most outstanding for you? Can you agree with what they said? I cannot really give you a name. I really don't know who that was. I feel like it was a group, definitely. It's not just one voice, I feel. And I have the feeling it was it was definitely a malish energy. And it was something like grandfatherly teacher energy. I'm not sure. I don't think I have channeled this particular collective before. But in the end, it's probably not really important or necessary to know definitely a name sometimes or kind of frequency is that it had valid points and things that really resonated with me very much. So I received this very positive energy and I take this as something very, very valid. But if it doesn't resonate with you again, right, it is only a perspective. It's sometimes so important to remember that and that we are our own best judge for that. So I wish you all a very pleasant day. If you haven't yet meditated or did anything spiritual, I would probably lead by example now and hope you try out a lovely meditation with just nice hot cup of anything and yeah, reflect on what you just had. Until we meet again, I wish you a wonderful time. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Bye.